I've tried both K18 and Olaplex, and these are my thoughts. Hey guys, it's Shirley. Today I'm going to be comparing two of the most popular hair repair treatments on the market, Olaplex and K18. I also went into the salon for a professional K18 molecular repair treatment, so I'm going to take you through that entire experience so you can see what that was like. Full disclaimer, the salon visit was a collaboration with K18. I was sponsored to create Reels and TikTok for them, but this YouTube video is completely not sponsored by them. So this is just my honest review of my experiences with both Olaplex and K18. Hair is made of protein, and the process of bleaching it over and over again, it breaks down these proteins, and replenishing moisture isn't going to repair those bonds, which is why recently you've been seeing all these products come out like Olaplex and K18 that are all about targeting those broken bonds. I've tried both K18 and Olaplex, and these are my thoughts. They're both great products, both revolutionary for really damaged hair. But Olaplex definitely takes longer to use. It's a little bit more inconvenient to use, whereas K18 is really quick and easy, super convenient, and also if you had to pick one, K18 actually repairs your hair better. I've also had 3 different hairdressers completely separately recommend K18 over Olaplex to me, so I think that says something. I mean, take that for what you will, but hairdressers usually know a thing or two about hair. So partly K18 is super easy because it's just a leave-in treatment. You just shampoo your hair as usual, and then instead of conditioning, you don't want to condition your hair because when you condition your hair, you're putting like a layer of basically like silicones and conditioner on your hair that doesn't allow K18 or Olaplex or anything else to penetrate your hair shaft as deeply. So you don't want to condition your hair, you just want to shampoo, which is also why you're supposed to shampoo your hair but not condition before using Olaplex. The other thing about hair oils also is that a lot of them contain silicone, which just makes your hair lie flat and feel smooth and silky, but it actually doesn't do anything good for your hair. It just makes it seem like it's healthier, but it's not. And also it actually makes it a lot harder for actually reparative products to penetrate your hair shaft. So if I put like a hair oil in my hair that had silicone in it, it would be actually really difficult for me to use K18 and for the K18 to actually get into my hair where it needs to be because it's coated with silicone, which is why it's recommended that you use a clarifying shampoo before you use K18 or Olaplex, because you want to strip your hair completely so that the product can penetrate completely. If you think about like skincare, you need to wash your face before you apply your skincare. It's the same kind of thing. You need to wash off all your makeup. For your hair, you need to wash off all the hair oils and all the silicones and everything that's in your hair, all the product that's in your hair, so that the K18 can fully penetrate it. So K18 is like a little bottle like this, and you honestly only need the smallest amount. You just take like a pump of this and put it in your freshly shampooed wet hair, and it just is a leave-in treatment. It's really that easy. You just leave it in your hair. That's all. It only takes 4 minutes. So basically you put it in your hair, leave it for 4 minutes or longer, but just don't touch your hair for 4 minutes, and then after that you can blow dry and style as usual. But you want to just give this 4 minutes to fully penetrate your hair first. So yeah, huge fan of K18. So simple and easy to use. It's recommended that you use it about once a week, but you can use it up to twice a week is what my hairdresser told me, because my hair is really damaged. So for Olaplex, their number 3 is their bestseller and the most comparable product to the K18 Peptide Mask. So for Olaplex, you also need to shampoo your hair first. Then you apply this while hair is still wet for at least 10 minutes. Even Olaplex says that while 10 minutes is the minimum, the longer the better, the more effective. So really, they recommend up to 90 minutes. It's such a long time that I usually end up getting out of the shower and then treat using Olaplex and then get back in about an hour and a half an hour to an hour later. So you do have to shower twice when you use Olaplex. Well, first to shampoo your hair and then apply this treatment, and then to shampoo again and wash it all off and then condition as usual. You can use Olaplex number 3 once per week up to 2 to 3 times per week for very damaged hair. Apply a generous amount from scalp to ends until hair is thoroughly saturated. I do end up using a lot more of this product than the K18. Honestly, if you wanted to use both K18 and Olaplex, that's not a bad idea. They kind of treat different things. K18 treats keratin bonds, whereas Olaplex treats disulfide bonds. Both are important, but keratin is more like the building block of your hair, and disulfide bonds keep those keratin proteins together. Both of those bonds make up the structure of your hair together, disulfide and keratin bonds. So honestly, maybe the best strategy is to use both of these. But if it really came down to it, I would pick K18 for if you had really, really damaged hair. Because not only for its function, I think it is more functional if you're trying to really repair damaged hair, but it's also much easier to use. It's a leave-in treatment, so you don't wash it out, you can just leave it in forever. And I think that also helps, the fact that you just leave it in. I think it just helps with how restorative and reparative it can be. It is, however, it is more expensive than Olaplex, but you also need very, very little of this, whereas Olaplex I tend to use more of. For K18, you're only supposed to use, I mean, it says to use typically, I mean, it depends on the length of your hair, but it only takes a couple of pumps, so very little product to coat your hair. You generally need a little bit more with Olaplex, so I haven't really tried to work out like cost-wise, but they are more comparable than you think, even though this little bottle of K18 I think retails for $75. This bottle of Olaplex, this small bottle, retails for 30 bucks. So it is like on a per ounce level more expensive, but you need less of this than this. So it ends up evening out actually. Okay, so there's actually a chart for how much K18 you should use depending on how long or thick your hair is. You can also find this on their website, but this is the chart. Yeah, you really don't need much. When I went in to get my hair done at Spoken Wheel, they also did a pro K18 peptide treatment. So they basically sprayed my hair with K18 before they even went in and highlighted it, which also helps to minimize the damage.